shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God.
The Ground Report with Mikey K, Andy Williams, and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And they forgot
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
men who could
Time check.
stop
It's
us
32 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock.
with us.
And you listen to the Ground Report.
Stand again.
You're shooting the pitbull of radio. Lennox Smith, Michael K. And you the hundreds of thousands of you out there.
They forgot
Good morning to each and every one of you.
can stand again.
Got to look onto us on all the various platforms. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hey, Donnie King. Good morning. The first time I think I've seen that name. A pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Wendy Ann, good morning. John, Pearl, Daniel, good morning. Rolly, good morning. Sichanja. Ramit, a pleasant good morning. Sharon, Rampasad, Ryan and Nick Chedi, good morning. Keith, not Rowley, but Ramnat, good morning to you.
Water you turned it.
Davey, good morning. Jacqueline, Sammy, good morning.
Open the eyes of the blind.
Hey, Angela Singh, good morning. Carmen, good morning. Nadira, good morning to you. Rick Williams, a pleasant good morning to you. Rockbeer, good morning. E. Hulk, good morning.
To the darkness.
Michael Scotland, good morning to you. Denise, good morning.
Ashes we rise.
And I must say a pleasant good morning to Dave and Deborah. Also, Dave and Denise. Tafika Balkaran, good morning.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any.
Duki, good morning.
Our God is here.
Hey, Tommy Mohammed, good morning. Sukal, good morning.
Our God.
Rick,
Our God.
good morning to you. Chris Andres, good morning. Kelvin O'Brady, the O'Brady Bunch, a pleasant good morning to you all.
As you shine.
Hey, Shahid Mohammed, good morning.
Of the ashes we
Yes, 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 my brother.
There's no
Hey, Margaret, good morning.
like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is strong.
Rita, good morning.
Awesome in power, our God.
Hey, Roma Price, good morning to you, Roma Price. Sheldon Roach, good morning.
Our God is great.
Chandra Benjamin,
Our God is strong.
good morning to you.
Body
Anthony McFords, good morning.
any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power, our God.
Jama, Sipasada, good morning.
Our God.
Peter Samlal Singh, good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, good morning. Oh, Marilyn Cicheran, good morning to you. And Maria Amin, a pleasant good morning to you too. Trini Nairo, good morning. Prima, good morning to you.
And if
Hey, look at Maria Amin and Matilda Rose on, man.
and who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand?
Andrea Ross, good morning. Vidya, good morning to you. Baby, good morning. Teacher Balmain, a pleasant good morning to you.
If our God is with us,
Afiza D. Mohammed, good morning. Michael Khan, good morning. Annie, a pleasant good morning to you.
stand again.
That's what we're talking about, man. Atali Kato, good morning. Audrey, good morning. Audrey is here, no. Angela, good morning, all Angelas. Hey, Ronald, good morning to you. Tara, all Taras, a pleasant good morning. Indra Pinky, good morning. I didn't see her yesterday, no, Indra Pinky.
Water you turned into wine.
Pringrala Mohan, good morning.
Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you.
June, Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Ann Jackman, good morning, girl. Kevin George, good morning.
Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we.
Lestra Lewis, good morning.
There's no one
Zandu, Ruthless, good morning.
like
Gail, good morning to you. Samantha, good morning.
our God is greater. Our God,
Glenda Isaac, a pleasant good morning to you.
God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God.
Nasa Mohammed, good morning to you. Gary, good morning. John, good morning.
Into the dark.
Michael, by himself, a pleasant good morning to you.
Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
Frida Mohammed, good morning. Vanessa Daniel, good morning. Dexter, good morning. Mike, good morning. Mira from Princeton, good morning to you.
Our God is strong.
Sylvester, good morning.
You are higher than any other.
Deborah Chatu, good morning to you.
Healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Mr. Morning to Dexter, wife, man. Gita, good morning. Big Ram, good morning.
Our God is
Jesse, a pleasant good morning to you.
God. You are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in
So true, Nadira, tell them like the page and share. This was supposed to be doing that on Facebook. Whatever network that you are on. Like and share. Oh boy, take the bull. Daughters Trinis Unite. Manifesto Police use trouble. Good morning to you, my brother. Nigel Black, good morning.
And who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against?
And don't forget to share with your contacts.
Stand against.
say a pleasant good morning to A and 8 doubles and Roti, man. Hey, Noel Brown, Gita Brown, Kevin, son-in-law. Hey, daughter. Sadia, good morning.
There's no one like you.
Kaylee, good morning to you. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Neil De Silva. Good morning to you and your wife.
Into the dark,
KK, good morning.
out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you.
Small Dread and your wife, a pleasant good morning to you. Jagroup, good morning. Helen Ali, good morning. Maria Alituran, good morning. Ronaldo Wilson, good morning. Dress School, good morning.
Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God.
Ravi, aka Postman.com, a pleasant good morning to you. Kafika, all of you. Hey, Ravi, Father, pleasant good morning.
Into the darkness you shine.
Hey, Das, good morning. Das husband always lock on. A pleasant good morning to you.
There's no one like you. None like you.
Hey, when I say A and A doubles, I have to also say
Our God is great.
Jimmy Ram Creek, good morning.
God is strong.
And not forgetting the Poncho man, the Juice man, the Iron man outside here.
Our God is healer.
When I say any other double, so I can't forget Vin and Rooney.
Our God,
Good morning to you all.
our God is greater.
Ann Brown, good morning.
Stronger. God, you are
Hey, Kevin, good morning.
any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power.
That will be talking about.
Our God.
Nice. Well, where the mother told which. Let's give Mali update. We'll get back the voice soon, eh? Slowly but surely. That's something going wrong, boy. Hey, let me say pleasant good morning to Jamaica, Guyana, and only one or two people from those various
If our God is for us,
countries to the outside actually communicating,
stop us.
saying, wow,
If our God is with
they
us,
love the program,
what can
and
stand?
they're calling some of you all names.
If our God is for us,
And now they're willing to jump on and talk about the ills within their country.
if our God is with us, then what can stand against?
So our wings are spreading throughout the Caribbean. Don't go forget Miss Lawrence. Hey, Miss John, good morning too. Miss La Hocketa, good morning. Hey, Miss Woodbrook, all of you, a pleasant good morning, man.
Our God is great,
I ain't seen Ral Passad this morning.
God is stronger. God, you are
I ain't seen plenty of you, man. I had some voice notes was to finish off, you know. From since yesterday, you know that.
awesome in
Yesterday program was a bumper one, man. It was great. Healthy debate by everyone.
Our God is greater,
Families Israeli fighters.
stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against.
This new person is Rootsy. Hey, good morning to you, Rootsy. Oh boy. Say good morning, Pitbull. Always. Morning to you, Pitbull. Always on on your program. But now I am saying good morning to you and everyone. that's on the show. Rootsy. Ja. And more. Many of you that on the program and always on the program have to make your introductions, man. At least now and again say hi, so we're gonna see your names. But this be a lot, Average a day, this be like on all the networks put together, this be like a average 800 something, 900. Not bad at all. And then now with the guy throughout the Caribbean. And then the amount of people looks over and go to the program, look over the program. That don't be live. They goes and look over the program. When they settle, they watch over every day's program. Madam, good morning, my brother.
You shine.
Nice.
Out of the
Valerie, a good morning to you, Valerie.
No one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
Nigel, good morning.
Our God.
Darren Daniel, Metal Man, good morning to you.
Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God.
I will. So much of you all send voice notes yesterday to make your all contributions.
And if our God is for us, then who can
Oh boy.
stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against?
Oh boy. Hey, let me say a pleasant good morning to my co-host, Lennox Smith. Oh boy. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you. Oh, shucks.
Well, a pleasant good morning to you as well, my friend. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Loud and clear.
Yes, indeed. And of course, this is, of course, the final day of the week for the ground report. You know, we start on a Monday and then, of course, end on a Friday. Of course, the issues continue over the weekend, of course, where we'll do our research in depth, and of course some things that we may have missed during the course of the week. We try to, of course, to come up to speed, so to speak, on a Friday. And my apology for not being here on yesterday, and that was as a result of a protracted loss of electricity in the what I can say be George Street, Nelson Street, Duncan Street area, and of course it didn't return until just after midday, in fact, and so it means therefore I would have not been able to be with you yesterday, but I know that having regarded or in spite of that situation, the program went very well from all indications. Of course, we had an interview which was brilliantly, of course, dealt with and efficiently dealt with by my host, my co-host, Andy, and of course, and I think all is well that ends well. Of course, it there's a saying that necessity is the mother of invention, and therefore, what it tells me is that we have to find some mechanism to make certain that the job of what we are doing is not, of course, lost because of electricity shortage, etc. So what we decided to do, my team and I, we have decided, of course, to put in a generator system, so at least to power the ground report, so should I say, equipment, so that we will not, of course, deprive the national, the regional, and the international population of at least another member of the team, one, and of course the comprehensive analyses that we would provide on a daily basis as to what is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. That being as it may, of course, I know that one of the issues that would be on the upper lips of everybody, upper lip, well, you have two lips, you have upper and the bottom. But of course, what I really mean is uppermost in one's mind, and that is, of course, that situation in Guyana that was recently, of course, concluded with, of course, the Prime Minister Modi of India. And of course, we did tell you that, and of course, it has come to pass that Dr. Rowley will go there and has gone there to try to telegraph back to Trinidad, of course, that in spite of all what we have been saying about him and his administration, here it is, of course, he is rubbing shoulders, of course, with Moody, and you see him, I mean, looking like a scare squirrel in one instance, because he can't believe that probably he is sitting amidst or next to, of course, Moody. That's the impression I got, because I mean, he gets on as what we call in Laventille a glad handler. And you could see smiles from ear to ear, and of course his nose would have, of course, expanded tremendously in order, of course, to send back the message at the same time. But of course, the people like us who have studied Dr. Rowley's characteristics, his body language, and so on, will tell you that is exactly what transpired. And of course, he sends back those messages back to. He couldn't wait, of course, for the video of that signing of memoranda, etc., which of course we predicted would have happened. But he did send something on his post, his Facebook page, through, of course, the office of the Prime Minister, because he couldn't wait till the night before. So we understood that, but let us be very clear. Let us be pellucid. Let us be as conspicuous as we can and as transparent as we can. This is, of course, another cog in the multiple and multifaceted and multi what I consider to be distractions that Dr. Rowley would prefer the country engage in, away from, of course, the problems of crime and criminality. We heard, of course, the madness of the minister, who has been reduced, and that part of it taken away from him. And clearly from his last statement is with some justification, even though we know that he's a total charlatan, a total what I consider to be impotent individual, and clearly indolent as well, meaning extremely lazy. I'm talking about Fitzgerald Hines, as he said, of course, as he compared, of course, finally, the crime situation with that of COVID. And he talked about, of course, people had to social distance and all of that. The one thing that was critical, which he never mentioned, as we have been caricaturing or making a mockery of the notion that crime is a public health matter. Because we would say that it appears that when a fellow point a gun at you and he discharged the bullet from the gun, that you have to find the nearest pharmacy in order, of course, to make certain that it doesn't damage you one way or another, or worse yet, of course, take your life. Well, Heinz, of course, confirmed what we were saying then, because he talked all of that, and he didn't offer a single vaccine. A single vaccine. He said it. He said it was, you had to mask down, you had to social distance, and of course the people had to respond, take cover, stay indoors, etc. And the only thing he did not say is that, as COVID would have, of course, been subjected to, or one of the major way of addressing the problem was, of course, several types of vaccine, whether it be Sinopharm, whether it be, of course, the AstraZeneca, which of course was provided by the Indians free of charge, but Dr. Rowley didn't take the opportunity, etc. But the fact of the matter is that he did say that, and of course that tells me that finally Heinz has gone berserk. But that is the reality. So we have the Prime Minister, of course, telegraphing back to Trinidad, as we have seen, of course, trying to deflect from the issue of crime and criminality and the proliferation thereof and the intensification, because, of course, is should I say, is every successive year of this administration, they have broken the record for murders in this country since Rowley came into office. I mean, that is not just pellucid, but also an empirical fact. And of course, he could jump high, he could jump low, or he could try to obfuscate and so on. But we are focused. Of course, don't forget, we need to always focus on the fact that EBC has been given $10 million. We need to know what is happening there, of course, and we need to also focus on the fact that the Auditor General matter is not yet complete. It is before the courts at this point in time, and of course that missing $2 billion. Incidentally, on that particular score, I heard, of course, talk show hoax attempting. Yeah, hoax, I'd say, because I mean these people are simply ridiculous. But let me just share it with you briefly before I go directly to the headlines that are making the news at this point. I heard that a female, no, and I think she had a male with her, so is a dual, should I say, gender program. But the fact is that she said, well, listen, this thing should not be taken in the way that the population is taking it, because between 2010 and 2015, obviously referring to the period of Kamala Prasad Bisesa and the UNC, that of course the Auditor General did express her concern with missing monies that there were no paper trail for or accounts or accounting for. And of course, she asked the gentleman with whom she was hosting this particular program, well, listen, what's the number we have there? And he said, of course, 200 million. Well, I want to tell her first and foremost that a billion is 1,000 million. A billion is 1,000 million. So she's still short of 800 million to form at least one of the billions. We are talking about 2 billion here. 2 billion here, and that cannot be easily swept under the carpet. So examples between then and there, and I want to tell you, yes, we told you that there has always been, of course, some should I say, disconnect or some kind of discrepancy over the years with the Auditor General's report, as far as her assessment of the accounts of the country for several years are concerned. We have never denied that. But in this particular case, the quantum is so exorbitant, is so striking, that there is a need, of course, to take the action that she has taken on this matter. And there was no need for the government to respond in the way that they have done by threatening and going to court, etc., rather than trying, of course, to bring some kind of respite or some kind of sanity to this whole situation. And I want to also say to that, or those talk show hoax who are attempting to defend the indefensible, well, I want to tell you that if you want to go between 2010 and 2015, well, I want to tell you, you should go further back. from further back, when, of course, the former Prime Minister, deceased Patrick Manning's administration, which, of course, Kamala Prasad Bisesa replaced in 2010, you would see the same thing. So that is a non-argument. The argument really is the quantum that is of concern and is of extreme disquiet to the national community. And people, of course, do not be distracted. That's another distraction. But I thought it was important, of course, to raise that. We must do better. We can do better. And Kamala Prasad Bisesa clearly is the one, and of course the party is the entity that will take us forward. We have no doubt in our minds, and of course the PNM clearly is on the decline. But they will do anything to try to salvage their poor performance over the last 9 years, and by next year would be, of course, a plumb 10 years and time for, of course, getting rid of them by way of the electoral process. That being as it may,
but while you're on that there, well, I've seen in the Express there, how the council dismissed Montile tax appeal. You have an idea what that's about?
Yes. There was a tax issue that he did not conform to, and he was made to pay, and he appealed. And the court, of course, said, "Listen, no." His response was should not be, and as a consequence, he is the court has rejected his side of the story. Let me put it that way. So that
means you will have to look up with that. And then we also seen in the headlines Black Friday at UWI, March for salaries, complete shutdown at the St. Augustine campus at the University of the West Indies, Trinidad and Tobago St. Augustine campus, planned for today. So the shutdown, there's a shutdown at UE today.
Yeah, it's not for the first time, of course, as you know, over the question of salaries and Trinidad and Tobago.
But then who are to pay them salary? Our country, or because remember, Louise all in Jamaica, it's supposed to be an independent entity or something?
Yeah, every country that is a member of or participates in this particular entity, which is a Caribbean, English-speaking Caribbean tertiary education facility, are supposed to be making their respective contribution, but that has not been forthcoming. But this is
that has not been forthcoming with Trinidad.
Yeah. This is increase in salaries.
So besides Trinidad of UE, Trinidad, when it comes to paying people the back pay, nothing. Trinidad, when it comes to raising people's salary, nothing. Trinidad, but how wrongly them do I take people money so by? Them hate to get poor people money by. Laughing by.
I like the emphasis. That's why I laugh. You know, you have to find some kind of solace in very serious matters like these. Otherwise, you go stark mad. And of course, that is just one of those occasions. But yes, it is a sad situation because, of course, as you would have known, I'm sure you would have either indicate or the callers would have of course make their in their contribution stated that, of course, the state went to the industrial court to get an injunction to force the port workers back to work. And it's very interesting in that development because I thought that they were like the pilots, what is considered to be emergency workers. Well, they are not. But of course, the argument at the industrial court is that the industry is an emergency industry. Industry that is so significant that it could be considered to be categorized as nurses and doctors, etc.
You ain't see how the law is really an ass, boy. Because, like, for instance, why I will say that, Lennox Smith, is because, and you're smiling, when I watch the situation with that situation there, right, with the port, and then I also watch the situation to the pilots, where, these people holding some very important jobs. And to see the law is such an ass that it could wickedly, because of the law, right? Even if somebody doing the right thing and fighting for what is rightfully theirs, where they need so long, that people still working on 2013 salaries, all them kind of thing. And to see the politicians getting the raise, they getting the money, they getting this, they getting that, nobody to stop them from when them had to get their back pay and the this and the that, they get their thing. But they know is the obstructs of people being able to get their money, while we Prime Minister say he want his money and he money is not to sleep out. So unfortunate.
And we cannot, of course, take away the destructive element of it, because, as I said, they are piling on, of course, the distraction leading up to the next elections next year. And we must, of course, always condition what we are saying in the context that they are trying, of course, to prevent us from focusing on the Auditor General matter and that fiasco. Of course, the Vincent Nelson matter, the Brent Thomas matter, and of course the multiple others that they have demonstrated inability to manage the affairs of the country, including, of course, the chaotic and, of course, destruction to our economic fortunes over the last 9 years. And, of course, next year we'll make it 10. We must not forget that one at all, because the intention